From what I saw, it looked like you guys were basically a well-oiled machine going from one group to the next. What do you account for being that smooth first day?
Leadership. That's literally exactly the only answer for that. The players are taking really good leadership, offense and defense, and the coaches are just telling us what we do and we roll with it. We have a lot of guys who've coming back and are really taking a step forward, and we know what to expect. We know where to go because we've been through it before. This isn't our first time doing it. It's our first spring ball, but it's not our first time being with these coaches, and it's really shown for everybody, not just the old guys, but the young guys are following and they're doing really good. So it's just straight up leadership, and the players are being leaders.
Okay. Technically, it was the first spring practice under Sam Pittman. What was today like?
Today was awesome. I don't think we could have started it any better. We had a really good practice. We went really fast. We did a lot of good things. He called us up in inside run afterwards, and he was just congratulating us on how great we did that right there, and just telling us and saying, y'all really, that was the best inside period I've ever seen without pads. So we did good. We had a lot of energy. We made mistakes, but it was at full speed. We were running around. So couldn't ask for anything better than that. We really took today on and worked.
Thanks, Grant.
Nate?
Grant, because they've talked about an emphasis on the pass rush. I mean, could you notice that in today's practice that there's a bigger emphasis on rushing the passer?
Yeah, yes, definitely. I think as our defense, we have to put pressure on the quarterback. It doesn't matter if we're rushing 3 or 1. We have to get somebody there, and we got to get pressure on him, make him move around. That could be a question you ask the offensive guys. You could ask Traylon too when he's coming up and see. He had to pick us up today. He had to do different pass blocking, and he'll probably say the exact same thing, that we had emphasis on getting to the quarterback. So that's just how we play as a defense. That's what we want to do last year. We didn't do it good enough, and so we put an emphasis on it now, and we're going to have to lead and grow with it. We got to have guys step up. We got to have guys continue to get better who played last year, and they know that, and they're going to do it.
Also, your knee that you hurt late last year, how is it feeling this spring?
It's feeling good. No brace. Hopefully no brace ever again, knock on wood. It's going good. I'm running good, feeling good. So couldn't ask to be. Trainers did really good for me. Coach has been taking care of me. Strength staff did really well. So thank you to all of them. And they did really good for me.
Thank you.
Jason?
Another position coach for you. It's, the relationship you're trying to build now, and, having a younger position coach. I mean, what's that like? Someone closer to your age as well?
Yeah, he's the closest to my age I've had so far. So this has been a different situation where we didn't expect this, because usually it was with the coaching change, like a defense coordinator change, something like that. So when this came about, we enjoy Coach Shearer. The way he coaches us is just so intense, and we love it. He's making everybody in the room better. He has so much knowledge in this defense and this scheme. The way he coaches us is on a different level, because he knows he's been here recently. He knows what it takes to get to the next league. And it's the way he does things is at a top professional level. Like, he treats us the same every single day. We know we're going to get from him because he expects what he's going to get from us every single day. And from him being so young, if you listen to him speak and didn't see a picture of him, you would not know he was young at all. The way he talks about football, his mindset on football, he's an old time football guy, as in you want to be able to hit somebody and hit them hard the way it should be played. But he's got new tricks in his bag, the way the defenses that have been able to develop over time, because the offenses have. I'm 23 years old. He's high 20s, so I guess he could be my older brother. He's about Drew's age, a little older than Drew, so it's funny. But we relate really well. He's a great coach and a good friend, because that's how we've been able to connect and be able to just grow together.
Trey Biddy?
Yeah, Grant, I was curious about some of the freshmen, Chris Paul, Marco Avant. What have you seen out of those guys?
So they're coming along really good. At first, they were really just kind of, as you would expect, they're wide-eyed. They didn't know what to do. They were just kind of following. Now you can kind of see, you're like, okay, this is why we recruited them. This is why they're doing good. They're taking a step forward in every single aspect. As freshmen, they don't know what to expect when they come in here, and we're doing Chaos Fridays at 6 a.m, and they're just seeing us. They're dying. But they're seeing this first spring ball practice. They've done really well just from little walkthroughs with me on Saturday mornings. They've done things that I didn't expect they were going to do. So today they're really learning in the defense. Coach Shearer has them talk every single day on certain plays and figuring out exactly what we're doing on the defense. And they have to talk in front of the room and just tell us exactly what's going on in each position. So they're taking a really big step and they're learning a lot. Pooh's done really well. He's changed his body already from the first time he got here 8 weeks ago. So he's done good. He's taken a bigger step and he's asking questions. That's one thing these freshmen are doing really well. Like even Keelan Burrell and JT Towers, they're taking a step. They're asking a lot of questions. That's what they need to do. They need to be in me and Bump and Hayden's ears and just asking us questions every day. And that's what they're doing. So couldn't ask more from them. Just
outside of that position group, are there maybe some of the older transfer guys like Trent Gordon, Jalen Wilson, Takias Crawford? I guess he's on the other side of the ball. Do you think any of those guys might be able to help you all this year? And what did you see out of them from the offseason?
Yeah, I think they all can help us. It's the first day of spring ball, so it's hard to tell because we didn't have pads on, like who's going to like offense line, defense line, who's going to help us the most. Trent Gordon made some really good plays today. I'm learning. I know everybody's name, but I'm learning numbers still because everyone's different. So I was talking to Bump and Trent made a really good play on the goal line in 2 minutes. And I was just like, that's that Penn State kid, right? And like, we were like, all right, 18, Trent Gordon. So we were screaming for him and he's done really well. He can help us out. Our DB room is stacked. I'm telling you, they're stacked. D-line, Jalen's doing good. Tykeus, I'll tell you right now, he's got a body that's looked like an SEC. Like we played against people that look like him. So he's going to get better with Davis being there. I'll tell you one thing about Tykeus. He wanted to be on aux core today, put on some country music. So he got some brownie points at all of us. So yeah, he did good. And they're all helping. They're going to help us.
Scotty.
Hey, Grant, I know you already asked about Coach Shearer, but what kind of an on-field vibe did you get from him, his first official practice? Because I was standing close to him a couple of times from what I could hear. He sounded pretty demanding, but fair at the same time. Yeah,
and that's exactly what he is. He's fair. He treats every single person the same. He's going to rip me a bumper the way he rips everybody else there. He is a type of guy who he doesn't care what day it is. He doesn't care if it's sunny outside. He doesn't care if it's pouring rain. He's going to be the same guy every single day. He's going to work us. He's going to demand highly from us because he knows where we want to be. Everybody in that room wants to play at the next level, and every one of us in that room wants to win every game this year. And he knows what it takes to get there, and he's going to treat us that way to be able to get there. And we respect the crap out of him for that because we know we want to be coached. We don't want to be pushed to the side and not be told for our mistakes. So he's done really well with that, and exactly what you said. He's fair and demands a lot.
We got time for a few more. Hutch?
Yeah, Grant, I'm wondering what the dynamic is like in that linebacker room because it's not just you, but also Hayden's back and Dion's back and Bumper's an old guy, and then also the young guys. What's that dynamic like in the linebacker room?
The dynamic is just it's something I haven't been a part of. Last year, it's the same guys, but we understand a lot more. We feed off each other. We talk more smack to each other than probably any linebacker or any other position group in the room or in our facility. So we're always competing with each other. If you were to ask all the strength coaches which group competes against each other and talks more smack to each other, they'd say linebackers just because we're so competitive with each other. We're all best friends. We all talk a lot, make jokes in the room. It's just something. It's fun to come here. It's fun to literally come here and sit in the linebacker room and be with each other. It starts with Shearer and it starts with all of us and the way we've led and the way we've shown the freshmen what it's like to be able to work and be able to lead. So the dynamic's fun. It's literally we go to work, but we have fun doing it. And I think I've said that in probably every year's interviews. I always say I love being here. I love having fun. I love going to work.
All right, that'll wrap us up with Grant. Thanks, Grant.
Thank y'all.